Hello, Madfest. What a crowd. You'd almost think I was the warm-up act for someone really famous coming on shortly, wouldn't you? Well, thank you very much for joining this session. So, yes, my name's Heather. I'm the Insight Director at Newsworks. We are the marketing body for the UK's national news brands. In this session, I would like to play a little game with you. Don't worry, it's not 8 out of 10 cats, but we do have some stats because stats the way we like them. Total silence is the right response to that kind of joke. That's my only one, thank you. So firstly, I'd quite like to share with you some details of the study that this game is going to be based on. So it's a game that we took on because we were hearing very different things about young people. The slide has jumped ahead of me. If we go back. Yeah, let me do my intro. We were hearing different things about young people, and we had to get to the truth. So we were hearing from our news brands that they were building these wonderful, strong relationships with their young readers. And yet, when we were speaking to agencies and advertisers, they were telling us, young people don't care about the news. Young people avoid news. So we had to get to the truth. And to do this, we invested in an absolute monster data set of extraordinarily intimate detail. It was the Ipsos Irish clickstream record of 1,000 young people aged 15 to 29 over the whole course of a month. I can't even tell you the depth of every URL, every search engine, every app they opened or closed. Really, really intimate data. The weird and wonderful medical links, they raised some eyebrows, as did the pornography. But to put those 6 million clicks that we collected into context, if we had printed them, put them on A4 and then stacked them, they would have been taller than 13 double-decker buses, the universal symbol of bigness. So, to the quiz. I want to pitch what you think in this audience against what we found that young people do and what they think in the full results of our study. So audience participation is going to be required. I know it is hot. I know we are on day 3. But it's the mere raising of your hands that I asked for. So I have 10 questions. We can do this. So I'm going to show you 3 numbers. I'll call each one out, and I want you to raise your hand to the answer that you think is correct, and I'll show you the answer. So let's play. Drum roll. You think, you think. Question number 1. So, first question. How many young people did we find in our data set actually reading the news? Did we see 7 in 10? Raise your hands if you think it's 7 in 10 young people reading the news. Very good participation. I'm happy already. Who thinks it's 8 in 10? About equal number. And who says it's 9 in 10? Hey, well done. Answer is 9 in 10 young people. It's absolutely amazing when we opened up the data set for the first time, and we were like, yes, we are totally validated. News, by this definition, is all news global organisations. So that includes the BBC, Al Jazeera, and all the established professional news organisations that you can turn to for regulated news. Question number 2. How do they care about the news is the next question. How many say that they are personally interested in the news? 9 in 10 are reading it. How many care about the news? Raise of hands, please, for 5 in 10 to half. 7 in 10? Well done. And 9 in 10. Okay, the answer is 7 in 10. So well done, you got that one right. Right, moving swiftly on. For our news brand, so Newsworks, we are the marketing body for the UK publisher news brands. So think The Guardian, The Telegraph, The Mail, The Mirror, The Sun, The Times, amongst many. How many are specifically going to those publications online, do we think, to get their news hit? Who says 5 in 10? Okay. 7 in 10? And 9 in 10. Okay, well done. It's very mixed there. It's probably about equal. The answer is 72%. 70. It's not a surprise, really, when you think about the breadth of journalism that our national brands offer. Everything from celebrity news right through to the global affairs, food, fashion. If any of you have been to our speakeasy outside, we've been hosting some of our amazing journalists. The breadth of journalism that young people can tap into, it isn't really a surprise. 72% are turning to news brands. Okay, how much are they reading, however? So, question number 4, how many news articles are young people reading per day on average? A show of hands, please. Who thinks 2 articles a day? 2 news articles a day? Okay. Who says 6 news articles a day? Okay, right. That's most of you. Who says 16 news articles a day? Okay, a few of you. I mean, it is on average. There will be days where it absolutely skyrockets when Donald Trump does something totally outrageous. But the answer to this question is 6 news items. I would say that is a healthy dose of news every day. So, yes, well informed. They are leaning into the news. They want to be kept in the loop. 6 news items a day. Right. Let's do this question a little bit differently. Can I divide the room between the girls and the boys? I'm really interested to see what you lot think here. So can I, first of all, ladies, can you raise your hand, please, if you think girls read more news than boys? So just the girls? Okay. And now raise your hands if you think boys read more news. Oh, it's about 50-50, actually. Okay, lads. Can you now raise your hands if you think the girls are reading more news than boys? Okay, and vice versa. Who says the boys are reading more news? The room is very split here. Okay, that's almost equal for all of you. It's a very unfair question. I shouldn't even be pitching you against yourself because it's a trick question. The answer is, when we looked at the data, demographics did not matter. When we cut it by gender, by region, by class, it was incredibly consistent. Now, that is not to say that all young people read the same kind of news or the same kind of levels of news. If you're interested, we've turned some of the data, some of the headlines that we saw into a personality quiz. So it's great if you're doing workshops or if you want to have a look at your specific team, but you can have a look at what kind of newsreader you are. Right, moving swiftly on. Question number 6. How many young people read news brand content on social media? How many people are seeing it on social media? Raise of hands, please, for 6 in 10. Hardly anyone. 8 in 10. And 9 in 10. Well done, yes. The room has it. News brand content is absolutely seen and read on social media. It's a really powerful format in which our news brands are connecting with their young audiences. Okay, next question, fake news. Let's talk about fake news. How many feel that they are very confident in being able to spot fake news online? It's a real societal problem. Who says 1 in 10? 1 in 10 young people are very confident that they can spot it. Who say 4 in 10? And who says 8 in 10? No. A few of you wise people in there said only 1 in 10 young people feel very confident that they can spot fake news. It's a real problem being able to source that out, and we know that 9 in 10, when they see something that they're not sure about, they are turning to other sources, particularly to news brands, to verify what they see. Okay, we're doing really, really well. Question number 8, we are very nearly there. How many say that they have contributed to society in some way because of what they have seen in the news? This could be that they're leaning into a topic and learning more about it. They may boycott or support a business, right through to doing petitions and volunteering themselves. Who says 6 in 10? Show of hands for 6 in 10. Show of hands for 8 in 10. And who says 9 in 10? Right, the room has it. The answer is, well done. News moves people. It's where we lean into to find places and sources that we can go and develop ourselves. 8 in 10 will do something because they've seen something in the news. Okay, next question is around trust. It's a huge topic that we talk about at Newsworks. Hint, hint, trust is a really important thing, not just for brands, but certainly for all of us in society. So, how many people trust, young people, trust news organisations? Is it 1 in 10? 4 in 10? Who says 8 in 10? Right, you've said 4 in 10. I can tell you the answer is actually 8 in 10. There's a lot of discussion around trust. I'm very happy to talk to anybody about trust. It's a really, really interesting subject. But even though we are certainly in a trust crisis, the evidence is showing that when it comes to either climate scientists or doctors or indeed journalists, trust is on the rise. We need these pockets of trusted sources if we're able to navigate ourselves in the world. So really, really important for us. Okay, we've made it. Question number 10. This is an advertising festival, so let's bring it back to the commercials. How many young people visit a retail site directly after reading news online? How many of you in this room think that answer is 5 in 10? Okay, anyone? Who says 6 in 10? A few of you. And who says 7 in 10? The room, well done. 7 in 10 young people are directly going to retail sites because of what they have seen in the news. So, well done. I am utterly reassured. You pretty much nailed that. So I'm really reassured that for this audience, at least, there are no misperceptions about the engagement with news that young people have today. Young people care about their news. They are leaning in and reading it, whether it's about Donald Trump or climate change or indeed the deep and serious rift that is forming in the Beckons household. It's deep and meaningful stuff, that. But those are the kind of stories that we know that young people are accessing, and it's wide and it is important. It's absolutely paramount that that news brands are targeting young people. And it is so, so important that those young people are reading news from trust and professional expert sources. I don't need to tell you that we are living in crazy and historic times, and journalism matters. So every time you choose to advertise in a news brand, not only will you be hitting 7 in 10 young people, you will also be supporting world-class journalism that is holding power to account. What a mad and brilliant idea that would be. So please do follow the QR code if you would like to learn anything more about this study. I will be outside our speakeasy. If you haven't been to our speakeasy yet, please do come and say hello. So if you've got any questions about this study or just about news brands in general, please do come and speak to me. Enough from me and my dulcet tones on data. You've been an amazing audience. Thank you so much for your time and for participating in my quiz. Thank you. Have a great rest of the festival.